Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Dave Ganderos here. Today we're going to be talking about an opportunity that I've been involved with since the middle of January. Before we get started, just a quick summary of my channel. I show you ways to create streams of income. I show you ways to create wealth. I show you ways to attain your goals to achieve that financial freedom. So if those are things that you're interested in, consider subscribing to my channel. Click the little bell so you get notified when I put out a new video. In addition, just make sure underneath the video you check the show more area. You'll see that I talk about some of the details. I show you ways to contact me, and I also list some other opportunities that I have that you might be interested in taking a look at. In addition, I show some extra videos that might pertain to the video content that I'm sharing today. And that way you can come and you can take a look and see if, based on the title, if you're interested in taking a look at it, you could just click right here instead of going to search. And that's really it for the top level. So let's get into the focus of the video, which is a summary of the opportunity that I'm involved in. And like I said, I've been involved with this since the middle of January. I've known the owner for over probably close to 10 years now. Been going back and forth with him over the years. He created this a little bit over a year ago for friends and family, and he kept it very small. But then he considered sharing it with me, got me on board, and now he's considering bringing it out to more people. So I'm helping him share this through YouTube. And if it's right for you, then you hopefully have all the information based on this summary here to make a decision for yourself. There is a limited time 2-day offer here where whatever you deposit, you'll get a bonus. So I'll go over that in a little bit more detail later. But it is expiring at midnight on the 14th of March of 2021. So if you're seeing this before that, you should consider taking action if you can afford to, and if you're interested in getting started. It's a pretty good bonus, and it'll really help you set your account up for nice growth over the next year. So basically, he's been doing Forex trading for a long time. He saw that there's a lot of scams out there and a lot of people not able to make money, so he wanted to help some of his friends and family to start making some money online, so he created this. It's been going, you can see here, just a little bit over a year, 365 days, so it's a little bit over a year. There's only 44 people in there. The deposits have increased a good $10,000 over the last week due to this bonus and other members adding more money. But it's a very small opportunity, so it's really just getting started. And if it's something of interest to you, you should really consider signing up. The link is in the description. And if you make a deposit before midnight tonight, you'll get an extra 50% on top of it. So there's 3 different areas, 3 different ranges. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my PowerPoint instead. It's kind of structured better, and we could keep the flow of the content structured here. So when you make a deposit, you got to decide what you can afford, and depending on what you deposit, you'll fall into one of these 3 ranges. And that's what you're gonna earn on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, any day that the Forex market is open. So he doesn't, there's no payouts on the weekends because Forex trading is not possible. So Monday through Friday, whatever you deposit, these are going to be the percentages that he's going to pay you out in the system. The daily profits of whatever you have working for you is withdrawable, and it's done once a week on Saturdays. So if you make $500 Monday through Friday, you could take that out on Saturday. It's just done 1 day a week. So you have to let your profits grow. And then on Saturday, you could decide to, submit a request and it'll be processed. I'll talk about it a little bit more, but there's no lockup period for the daily profits. The lockup is on the deposits that you put in. And, that just creates stability for him to know what kind of equity he has to do the Forex trading with. So he doesn't want people coming in, throwing in 1,000 today and taking out 1,000, in and out, in and out, in and out. That doesn't create stability for his trading account that's based on the deposits from this. So it just kind of keeps the system stable. Again, your daily profits that you're generating from this money is withdrawable. So there's no lockup period for that. But it's just the deposits that are in there that he's going to be using for trading. You know, not all trades are closed out on the weekend, and you know, you don't want to go from having, say, $50,000 account down to $25,000 overnight because someone decides they want to pull all their money out. So it just creates instability to the account if you have stuff going on like that. So this helps him know exactly what's available for trading, and knowing that he could scale his lot sizes up appropriately based on how much equity that is there. After 365 days, that money that you put in doesn't disappear. So you're earning everyday profits. Plus, if you put $1,000 in, it's still there for you after that 1 year. After the 1 year, you could request to take that out. So that doesn't go away. Your deposits aren't disappearing based on your daily profits. So daily profits is up and above and beyond your initial deposit or any deposits that you make, any compounding you make. That's all going to be there for you at 365 days from the time of deposit. So internal compounding is basically taking the profits that you get in daily and then putting it back into the active account, earning more money for you. So every time you earn $100 in profits, you could put that back to work for you. And the profits that are generated from that $100 are withdrawable immediately. But anytime you compound, that compound amount is locked up for a 365-day period. So I'll show you my back office, and I'll show you what that means. Again, by having internal compounding, right now the Ethereum blockchain is crazy with the fees. So by allowing the internal compounding capability, you avoid the withdrawal fees and the deposit fees, which would eat up about 30-something% depending on how much you're taking out and putting in. I'll show you that on the next screen, where I showed you, I did a sample $40 withdrawal, and the fees were like $11. So the fees were like a high percentage of the money you're taking out. So by allowing internal compounding, you're putting that money back to work for you. You're going to generate more, and maybe in a couple months, based on the improvements that they're talking about for Ethereum, the gas fees will come down. And in addition, the admin is looking for like a USDT or other cryptos to allow you to take that money out where the fees won't be so bad for you and for him. Again, the profits are the sources of revenue for the profits are generated for Forex trading that he does Monday through Friday. And depending on what you have in there, he's generating the profits to pay those percentages out. And in addition, if there's no trades or trades in, there was no trades to take, or he took the day off or whatever, he has a mining farm that I showed in a video in one of my other videos that subsidizes the payouts when needed. Again, withdrawals, if you really want to take out, but if you take out $10, it's going to be crazy. Because look, if I took out $40 and the admin said there was $11 in fees, so when you calculate that percentage of the withdrawal, that's like a 30%, like you're losing 30% on your money just by withdrawing that low amount. So really suggest you just sticking with the compounding for the next, foreseeable future. Build up your account where you're earning, $400 or $500 a week. And then those fees are a lower percentage when you withdraw. You won't eat up 30% of your profits, in fees. So when you're generating 100, 200, 300, the higher numbers, the gas fee percentage gets a little bit lower. It's still bad, but it's still lower. Now, within the next couple months, he's working on bringing in new capabilities, such as using USDT to fund the account and withdraw from the account. He's also going to revamp the website and, put out a new website for the system. Again, this was made for friends and family. So it functioned, it's still functioning, it's doing okay, but it could be made better for more people and more intuitive, easier to understand. All those kind of things are going to be brought into the new website. So it is functioning, everything is cool, but he does realize that it did its purpose for friends and family, but it needs to be upgraded for more people and better understanding, better training, maybe embedded videos for showing you how to withdraw, how to deposit. Like, help desk and support and training will be embedded in this new site, whereas right now none of that exists. All right, so new external deposit. New external deposit. I'm reading what I wrote here, and I'm not tracking it. New external deposits and internal con. Oh, I forgot to put the time. So basically, this is that window I was telling you about. Every time you put new money in or you internally compound, there's a 365-day period on that deposit. From after that, you could withdraw. Any bonuses that you get are not withdrawable, but it'll work to produce you profits daily from now until forever, until you decide to, like, if you put in $1,000 and you got a $500 bonus, if after 365 days you take out that $1,000 that you put in, that $500 bonus that's linked to that deposit is also going to disappear. So the longer you keep your initial deposits in there and just take money out from the profits, that bonus is going to be there making more money for you. And I'll show that to you. Yeah, again, the bonuses, promotion money is considered active deposits, and every day that money is going to be generating profits for you. And then if you take those profits that are generated from those promotional money and you put that back in, that's actually going to be available for you to take out after 365 days. So any profits that are generated from the bonuses are yours to keep and withdraw. Okay? If you decide you want to refer people or share it with friends and family, or if you're a network marketer, these are the different levels of percentages that you can earn on your referral money. So when people deposit money into the account, these are the percentages you'll make based on how many referrals you have. So you start out down here and you work your way higher, between 7% and 10%. So really, that's all I want to say about that. All right, so let's see if let me log into my account. I'll bring it back over in a second after I do my password. Okay, so just a couple things. Again, this is a top level summary. I'm not going to go into the specifics on how to invest and take money out and all that stuff. That'll be in another video. But every day, depending on how much money you have in the active deposits, you're going to get a Monday through Friday. This is going to increase. This is the amount. If you want to take out on a weekly basis on Saturday, this is the amount that you could take out. So the longer you let this grow, the more money you can take out once a week. All right, so this is the money that's in the system, creating the 0.8% or 1% or 1.2%, depending on what range you fell into, and that's going to pay you out. This is going to be the money that's going to generate the profits on a daily basis. This is my test withdrawal, just to kind of show you the process on how it was done. This is how much I've earned in using the system since the middle of January, and within here, every day you could go in, you could see what each, like, for example, I was just saying how on weekends there's no money generated because it's a weekend. So even though you're not getting any money, he shows you that nothing was generated on those days, right? And if you scroll back on Saturday, that was Sunday. Saturday, same thing, nothing. But if you go back, you have page 2. You can see on Friday, these are all the different profits I got based on these deposits. So from this right here is the initial deposit bonus. So again, like I said, it's going to earn you profits every day. And if you put that money back to work for you, this is yours to keep. But when you take out that $1,000 that gave you that $200 deposit, that you could take this out, but you don't get this. And this will go away as well in the system. So if you take out your $1,000, then these two lines will no longer generate you more money in the system. So just keep that in mind. And when you really start building your account, you'll see that you don't necessarily have to worry about that bonus, because you're going to have a lot more money in the system than that bonus. And ideally, if you structure it and you figure it out the right way, you probably don't even have to touch your deposits. You could just let your profits grow and take that out and just keep that the money in the system to continue making you more profits. So it is a crossover where, it's not going to matter. The $200 in the big scheme of things, you're going to have so much more sitting there that you're not going to have to worry about if you lose that, if you withdraw. So that's another thing to consider. So anyway, every day you'll see what you've earned, and from there you can kind of figure out what you make on a daily basis. I have a calculator that I use, and every once in a while I come in here and I double check to make sure the calculator isn't broken. And I compare the two, and everything has been working out great. So you can just kind of see the history. Every day, you're going to earn a certain amount, and once your balance here, once your account balance hits $100, that's when you can go in. If you decide you want to compound, you could take that $100 and put it over here, and now that $100 is going to earn you 0.8% daily. So every time you put that money back in there, that increases the amount of money you have generating money for you. What else do I want to show? You can see here withdrawal history. There's only going to be that one item that I kind of showed how to get it out. Deposit history. This will show you the let me see how small okay, good. I can get it all on one page. So this will show you all the different deposits I made, starting from the oldest, from the newest to the oldest. This $999 was my initial deposit. This was that bonus I told you about. This was me letting the profits grow, and then I put it back to work as a compound. So you can see $189 was put back in, and it doesn't show it here, but anywhere from 100 to 500 is going to earn you 0.8%. So this one's now earning me 0.8%. This one's earning me 0.8%. Then I added more money. So this is the 1% bin. This is going to earn me daily 1%. And then I went and I added perfect money. So I'll explain something to you. But every time you you have different ways to deposit money, and your daily profits are going to be paid out in that same sum. So like up here, you could see I let it run 10 days. And that $1,100 generated $110 of profits. And then I compounded it back in, but it's not lump sum all into one bin. Like I have a perfect money bin, and I have an Ethereum bin. So you have to, like right now, I have to wait every time perfect money hits $100 to deposit that money, and then every time Ethereum hits $100, then I could deposit, recompound. So this is just a summary of all your deposits, so you can see the transactions. Here, I'll show you the earning history. Like I said, you see how perfect money is separate. So every day it's going to calculate what you make on perfect money. Now, my perfect money compounding that I just did is not going to start earning until Monday. Now, to invest, this is what I was saying. Right now, it only shows Ethereum because I put all my perfect money back to work. But on Monday, I'm going to have another line item here showing how much of perfect money I have. So you have to wait until each one of those hit $100 so that you can put it back to work for you. So like on Monday, I'll have enough in Ethereum so I can compound the Ethereum. And then on Monday, I'm just going to have like $11 or $12 of perfect money. So I'm going to have to wait 10 days to do the perfect money recompound. But on Ethereum, I'm probably going to be able to compound every two to 3 days. And that's what you're going to do here. You're going to, like when you want to recompound, you select what either perfect money or Ethereum right here. Right here, it doesn't show. It does actually. No, actually spend funds from account balance. When I start having perfect money, there'll be another one here that says spend funds from account balance, perfect money. So when you're ready to compound, you're going to either select from account balance. So those are the ones you're going to select if you want to compound. If you want to add new money from external funds, maybe your initial deposit, or you want to add more, these are the ways. You got to click one of these to do the external fund deposit. Like for example, I've focused on just depositing Ethereum. So if I wanted to put $100 of Ethereum in, this is from external. I would select that. I would put out how much you want to put in and just refer to this range so you can figure out what percent you want. You know, if you're close to 500, try very hard to get past it, because just a couple more bucks, you can get 0.2% more. So, you know, if you're thinking about putting in 500, try to put in a little bit more than 500 so you could fall into this range. If you're on the low end, $100, then it's not going to, matter. But, if you're on the higher end, closer to 500, try your best to get past that so you can get into this higher percent range. All right, so anyway, I'm just going to show you an example here. I'm not going to actually deposit, but you would put in how much say you want to put in 1,000 of Ethereum. So you type in 1,000, you select Ethereum, hit spend. Now it's going to give you a QR code. If you have a capability of scanning that, I strongly advise that. Otherwise, here's the wallet address that you have to send the money to, and you have to make sure you send this amount. This has to be not including any fees that you might have to send it. This is the amount that has to hit the website here for you to get accredited for $1,000 bucks. So you got to make sure you type this in exactly, and then pay the whatever additional fees you're going to have to pay for gas fees. So you just got to make sure that this is not, when you send this, it's not including gas fees, because you're not going to, when it shows up here, it's not going to be this amount, and this is the amount the system is looking for. So so that's it. So you scan that, that'll populate the wallet address, and then you, like I said, you got to manually type this in. You got to make sure you type it in exactly. Otherwise, it's not going to map to what the system's looking for, and then there's going to be problems. You're going to have to reach out to the admin and such. So you don't want that. It goes through nice. If you copy this and you pay the additional fees, it hit the account very nice. Once the processing through the Ethereum blockchain goes through, everything is cool. Same thing here. When you set up your profile, you're going to have your withdrawal, I'm not going to show you my profile, but in the profile, it's going to allow you to add your Bitcoin address, your Ethereum address, your perfect money information. And when you withdraw, right here, see how the address is there? So, it's going to be in the system. So when you click a withdrawal and you want to withdraw to Ethereum, it's going to already have your wallet address. Same thing with Bitcoin and Perfect Money. I didn't set up yet. I think that's really all. Oh, here, this is what I wanted to show you. Going back to the 1 year thing. So I deposited money on January 16th. So since then, close to 60 days have passed. So I only have 307 days left. So after that 307 days, that's when I finally get that done, this money would be available for me to take back out if I want it. Same thing goes for all of these. These are all compounding or additional deposits I made. So these would be all available for you to withdraw. Now, again, as long as you leave this in the account, this is going to be linked to it, and these two will continue working in tandem with each other and generate your income. If you decide to take out this one after 307 more days, you could take that out, and then the system's automatically going to delete this from your deposit since it's not withdrawable, and you no longer have the money associated to create that bonus in the system. So these two will go away from your system. You'll have this in your wallet, and this will just disappear. So again, let me just bring up. Just want to show you real quick why I say you don't have to worry about this $200 too much. I mean, it's nice because it's creating the compounding effect for you, but when it comes time to take the money out, you're going to see that $200 compared to what you would have available to take out is going to be a big difference. So again, this is a calculator I made. You'll get this as a member of my team, and it will show you, it'll allow you to track your progress and where you are. As you can see right now, based on my deposits and everything I have in there, I'm going to be generating $48.82 a day. Now, every time I compound the account and I grow it, that number is going to increase. So you can see how the compounding effect is happening every time you put that money that you're generating daily back in. This right here is a column just to kind of give you a gauge on what that equates to as a salary per year, just in case that's something you want to know. It's based on 252 days. So if you take your daily and you multiply it by 252, that's how you get this number. And that's because Forex trading is not 365, it's 252. So you only get paid out on Forex trading days. So that's how you come up with this number. In addition to that, this column right here takes into account any deposits you put in and any compounding that you put back to work for you. So you can, what you'll see here is that the $200 that I got for the bonus is not included in this number. Now, even now, the percentage that $200 is a small percentage of what I have there. Again, this is the money, as each one of these time frames expire, this money becomes available to you, except for this. These become available for you to withdraw. I didn't account for the 365 days, but instead, I just, if you let everything, mature 365 days, so to speak, this is how much you could take back out of the system, is what I'm trying to show here. So, right now, this is what I put in, so it's pretty close to what I put in. But with all the compounding, every time you recompound, you can see that this number grows by what you compound. So it's not disappearing, you're not losing it, it's sitting there now for you to take out. So if you scroll down, I have these are trading days. So if you scroll down to a year, for example, right around here, with all the compounding and stuff, this is, if you want to start taking money out, when all those compoundings get to the 365 days, you could take out $41,000 from the system. That money's still there for you. In addition, every day you're earning $339. So again, you could take money out of here if you want, or when you get to this point, maybe you just let your daily profits grow in your account. You let that grow for 2 weeks or 10 days, you'll have close to $3,400 that you could take out and not even have to touch that right now. I mean, you'll delay your increase account value by 10 days because you're pausing, right? But you'll still have this when you start, letting it compound again. Now you can start growing your account again if you want. Again, you got to figure out what's good for you, where you want to get. If you need $100,000 to quit your day job, maybe you get to here, and then you're not worried about this increasing, and you can start taking your salary that you were making on a weekly basis out of the system by just letting the profits grow. Or maybe you want to be conservative, and you need $100,000 to replace your current income, but maybe you want to be safer. Maybe you want to wait until you get to 150 or 200, say. Then at that point, you have double your salary, and you don't have to take all of this out. Maybe if you're still happy with $100,000 a year of income, you take out half. So you take out $400 a day or $2,000 a week, and you continue putting that other 50% back to work for you to continue growing this even more. And then maybe when you when your account hits 300,000, you were making 100,000. Maybe now you start paying yourself 150,000. So you're getting more money. You're taking out half of this, but you're still putting the other half back in here to grow this even further, right? Or maybe you're happy with your job and you really don't want to quit, and you could start taking money out of here and putting it somewhere else to earn you even more money. Maybe cost averaging into crypto. Maybe putting some money into a Forex account to trade for yourself. I mean, there's different ways to spread this out into different streams of income, and this calculator is just meant for a roadmap for you to develop that path for yourself. And a lot of people don't know where they can go because they don't see it on paper. They think about it, oh, it'll be nice, but this kind of puts the visual to you that, hey, if I'm really serious about this, in 90 days, I can get here. In a year, I can get here. So you have visualization of possible goals that you want to attain, and this will give you the roadmap to get there and keep you on path and keep you committed and keep you doing what you need to get there, just knowing that every day that ticks by, you're that much closer to your goal, right? It gives you that roadmap. And a lot of people don't have that because they never do the visualization of it and really see how to get there and what it takes to get there. And they just think about it. It's like a pie in the sky. It's unattainable because they don't know what they really need to do at the micro level. Like, you might have a 1-year plan, but what do you have to do every day of that 365 days to make sure you get there in that 1 year? So this will give you that roadmap. It's important. A lot of people don't have that. It's goal setting. It's you can keep this in front of you to remind you where you want to go. All right, so that was really it. Again, when you join my team, you'll get this calculator. If you want to take advantage of this 2-day bonus, I want to talk about that a little bit. It's ending tonight at midnight, East Coast time, I guess. It's the 14th of March, midnight. So take advantage of that. I want to show you what it means. Depending on what you can afford. Again, I'm not telling you to put anything in here that you can't afford to put in. You don't want to use your mortgage money. You don't want to use your car payment. Figure out what you can afford. If it's $100, if it's $1,000, if it's $5,000, everyone has a different budget. So whatever you can afford, you decide if it's right for you to do. But I'm going to show you some numbers here to give you an idea of what this bonus will do for you depending on what level of money you put in. So if you do a $100 deposit, you're going to get the $100 that you put in plus an extra $50. So that means you're going to have $150 working for you in the system. If you put in $500, you're going to get your $500 that you put in plus an extra $250. So you'll have $750 in the system working. If you put in $1,000, you're going to have the $1,000 you put in plus an extra $500 that's going to be in the system working. Again, if you want to do $2,000, I'm just giving you different number levels. You could do this calculation for yourself, but I just want to show you quickly how it plays out. So if you put in $2,000, you get your $2,000 plus you get an extra $1,000. So you have a total of $3,000 in the system. And then I'm going to stop at $5,000. And then you can figure out the differences by just multiplying it by 1.5. So at $5,000, you'll get your $5,000 that you put in plus an extra $2,500. You'll have a total of $750. So you'll have more. Like right now, I have $5,000 in there. By putting $5,000 in, you'll have $7,500. So you'll be earning even more than me in the system. If you want to estimate that, what we could do is I could just add. I can add another 2,500 to this number. So for example, if you did that and you put the money in, that would equate to, again, I have, different compounding and stuff, but, crudely, you'll be making close to 70. Well, actually, I don't even have to do that. What you can do, I don't have to go through that. So 7,500, you would multiply that by 1%, which is 0.01. So you would earn $75 a day. So you would get your $5,000 would be earning 1%, and your $2,500 bonus would be earning 1% since it's over $501. So if you want to make sure that you at least get the bonus above $500. So example, if you put $1,000 in and you get that bonus, your $1,000, well, actually, you'd have to put, just to be safe, you'd have to put a little bit more than 5,000 to get it past that threshold. So say it's out 1,050. So your 1,050 would be earning 1%, and then your $575 bonus would be above the 501. So that would be earning 1%. So that whole balance would be earning 1% per day. So if you figure that out, that balance, that $1,000 you put in is with the bonus that's working for you, you're going to be earning $15.75 a day. So it makes sense if you can afford to make sure that the bonus is above the 501 as well. So both balances will be at the 1%. Otherwise, if you put in 1,000, and it hits that $500, and if you remember the ranges, see how the $500 is still 0.8, but 501 is 1. So put in enough to get the bonus to be above 501 if you could afford to. Again, this is if you could afford to. It's just a strategy. You want to see if you can get that bonus to be above 501, so it's also earning you 1%. All right, guys, that's it. It's a little long, but I did want to put out that video. It's been a while since I did a summary. Take advantage of the bonus if you can afford to. Start with what you can. If you can't afford big numbers now, it's okay. You got to start somewhere, and the most important thing is for you to take action to get started. That's the hardest part. Once you get started, you'll start seeing the growth. You can use the calculator. You can see where you could be, and then you're going to get, you're going to get the inspiration to really start growing your account, so you can be totally different within a year. You can create wealth. Right now, this year, 2021 is a great year for cryptos. There's going to be a couple years down the road that we might be in a bear market, and by building this now and getting it to a point where you're generating that money in a year, you could use this money during the bear market to build new positions in crypto for the following bull market. That's one of my strategies. I mean, I'm taking advantage of this bull market, but you got to realize there's going to be a bear market, and you make the most money in a bear market because you're building your positions ready to take off during the next bull market. That's where all the money is made. Like FOMOing in now on crypto is not going to give you the benefit of all the profits that you can make. You want to build your positions during when everyone else is selling. You want to be buying. So by generating this now and getting it ready for 2022, where in 2022 you'll be able to bring money out of this and start putting it into Ethereum or taking it out in USDT and figuring out what crypto you want to put it in, and then build that up for the next year during the bear market. And then now you have this generating, and then when that bull market takes off, you're going to make tons of money, when those cryptos take back off. So again, that's, again, I'm talking about what I'm doing. You guys got to decide what you want to do. So I look forward to having you on my team. If this is interesting to you, please consider taking advantage of that bonus, because it's just going to help you accelerate your account growth quicker if you can afford to do that. Otherwise, get started when you can. The bonus will be done tonight, but I'm not trying to force you to start today. I'm just trying to say, if you can, it's in your best interest to consider it since you're getting that bonus. But this company will be here. We'll be here for a while. So if you can't do it today, maybe wait until you can and get started when you can. All right, guys, take care. Consider subscribing and clicking the little bell and following me on YouTube for other videos. And I look forward to having you on my team. I'll send this out to you once you join, and you can use this for yourself to kind of create your own roadmap and see where you want to be in whatever time frame you have. All right, take care.